Hello everyone and welcome to a new video. Today we are going to be playing a game called Missing. I'm not sure what this game's about, but I think it involves maybe a missing person, if I had to take a guess. Alright, let's hop straight into it. Hee. What are you laughing at? I added a Polaroid to my notebook. One second, what does this say here? Dear Barry, Henry. Dear diary, question mark. Today, me and my best BFFs, went out to the local bakery. We met this is embarrassing. What is this word? We met the Tausies over there as well, which is nice because I hadn't seen Emmy in so long. We all had a blast catching up with each other. Something, I can't believe I forgot to take a Polaroid to commemorate the occasion. I'll definitely remember to do so next time. Man, why was that so hard for me to read? Ugh, I don't look good in that photo though. No, look. It's like you're preserved here in my notes forever. What? It's like you're preserved here in my notes forever. What the heck are you, a taxidermist? Isn't that cool? The way you said it makes it not. I guess that's a nice thought. I hope we can look back in the summer to the years to come and reminisce over the good old days. Am I like a 50-year-old grandpa? What the heck? I hope we stay friends forever. Your friend has gone missing for over a week now. Oh! Friends forever, you say? We can still be friends beyond the grave, right? That's a thing. The local police weren't getting anywhere with their search. In a small town, missing people cases like this are rare and far between. You guess the lack of progress made in their investigations were due to the fact that they were ill-equipped to handle something like this. Or maybe they were just incompetent. Probably both, honestly. Probably both. So you decide to take matters into your own hands and go into this spooky shack. You've had your suspicions. In fact, you'd been sus of him for a while. It wasn't based on anything certain. He's well liked in the community and seems like a normal guy. It was just an uncomfortable gut feeling. And so you find yourself standing outside a small house on the outskirts of the town. You look down into your notebook. Pecan's plan. Yes, pecan. Police badge. Gotta Google it. Detective. Get info. The plan was to enter the home under the guise of an official investigation. You'd have to impersonate a detective, which might get you in trouble if discovered, but if all goes well, you'd be able to collect the evidence you need to find out what happened to your friend. I see a small flaw with your plan. If I'm not mistaken, sir, that is crayon. And crayons, if I had to guess, you are definitely under the age of 4 foot, and that would definitely make you suspicious when you come and knocking at his door. But maybe that's just me. Who's to say a child couldn't be a detective? Or maybe you were wrong. Probably the latter. Maybe he's innocent, and you're just blowing things out of proportion, all because of a gut feeling. Probably. You look back at the house. It's a simple one-story building, and it looks quite homely. Oh, homely. Jeez. It looks quite homely. There are plants and other trinkets decorating the patio. There are plants and other trinkets decorating the There are other plants and trinkets decorating the patio, and the lawn is neatly kept. You feel a small pang of guilt for intruding on such a peaceful-looking home. You probably should be. But that feeling slowly morphs into a sense of fear. There's a chill running down your spine. There's a chill running down your spine as you approach the front door. You stand outside, shifting one foot to the other. This is it. Should you continue? It's not too late to go back now. Sure, let's back out. There's supposed to be 5 endings, so I'm guessing this is going to be one of the endings, is backing out. You bite your lip nervously. This was a bad idea. There are way too many things that could go wrong. For all you know, he could be completely innocent. You'd be accusing him of a crime he didn't do, and trespassing on his private property. On top of that, you definitely get into some legal trouble if you are found impersonating an authority figure. Head hanging low, you step back from the door. For a moment, your friend's smiling face flashes in your head. You take one last look at the house, and then you leave. Ending 1, coward. Yes. That is I, the coward. I knew that would be an ending. We gotta skip through this. Continue. Shall you continue or be a coward? Let's continue this time. In this situation, I'd definitely be a coward, but I must advance the story for you guys. For you. I'm doing this for you. I'm probably gonna die in 3 of these endings, or, yeah, probably almost all of them except for 1. You were nervous, yes, but you were also determined to seek out any clue that may help you find your friend. You quickly smoothed out the crest of your dress, making yourself look presentable. With renewed resolve, you knock on the door. Knock, knock. There's a small shuffle noise coming from within. One moment. You hear footprints. You hear footsteps approaching the door. The door creaks open, and a friendly face steps in front of you to greet you. Oh, you're very close. You've seen him around town a few times, but his strikingly unusual appearance also seems to surprise you. Back up, dude. His sudden question suddenly knocks you out of your stupor. Yes. You pull out a fake badge with a fake identity from your pocket. I'm Detective Quinn with the Border's Spring Police Department. You're Crow, correct? Crow glances at your hastily made badge. For a moment, you're worried he'd caught on to you, but then he gives you an affirmative smile. That's me. I'm just here to ask you a few questions in reference to an ongoing missing person investigation. Do you mind if I come in? Perfect, just as you rehearsed. He eyes you for a moment. A missing person investigation? You nod. Your palms were beginning to feel sweaty from all your nerves. He stares at you thoughtfully for a moment. Then he smiles again. Sure thing, detective. Come on in. Crow motions for you to enter, and you eagerly do so. As you step inside, he closes the door behind you. Before you have any time for yourself to look around the place, you're quickly ushered towards the guest area. Sorry for my appearance, detective. I've just gotten home from work, so I haven't gotten to change yet. Are you conductor? He motions towards his outfit and the standard uniform issued to crew members of the local train station. The local uniform issued to the crew members of the local train station. I called it your conductor. I'll brew up some tea for you. Do you have any preferences? No, anything is fine. Thanks, though. All right, I'll be back momentarily. Make yourself comfortable. You take a seat down at the table, eyes trailing after Crow as he leaves the room. This could be a good opportunity to look around. Let's be a little snoopy, shall we? Snoopity-doop. Eager to take advantage of his absence, you quickly leave your seat and head towards the hallway. It's a surprisingly long hallway. The place definitely looks smaller from the outside. The lights are off, save for a yellow glow coming from the last room of the hall. You nervously turn the doorknob and say, You nervously turn the doorknob of said room and peek inside. It's a walk-in closet. Rows of clothes are neatly hung on the closet rod. Everything is meticulously arranged by color: blue, white, black. You walk deeper into the wardrobe room, a little surprised that people actually have rooms of this size dedicated to clothes alone. And that's when you notice it. Inconspicuously placed on the table full of gloves, a blood-stained pair lays out in the open. You shakingly step closer to take a better look, reaching out to pick up the piece of evidence you need. I came to grab a new pair of gloves, but I didn't expect you to have beaten me to it. You nearly jump out of your skin at the sudden noise. Sheepishly, you turn towards Crow, who was leaning against the doorway. Upon your positioning, he notices the suspicious article of clothing you were trying to grab. Oh, that. He smiles. I was field dressing a rabbit the other day. And don't worry, I've got a license. Why would you do that with the gloves? Like, disposable gloves, sure, but why, nice pair of gloves like that? Take off the gloves, dude. Use a baby wipe afterwards and then put your gloves back on. It was understandable. Many residents aboard Spring participated in hunting of wild game during this season. But despite that, you still felt chills going down your spine. Yeah, and why would he be wearing those gloves out hunting too? Because those gloves, I assume, are part of his uniform, so why would he wear his uniform out hunting? Also, another notable thing here. If you were investigating a crime, and you sneak into a person's house, and without a warrant, all evidence that you have found is void. For some reason, in the court of law, at least in America, if you suspected somebody of having drugs or something, and you're a police officer and you go into their house and you find drugs, it does not count in the court of law. I'm sure they'll take note of it and be like, oh yeah, he had the drugs. But you can't actually use it as evidence, which is weird. I don't understand how that works. If you found a dead body, obviously you're going to be charged for that, but I know you have to have a warrant for certain pieces of evidence if you actually want to use it in the law, in court. In spite of that, you still feel chills going down your spine. Now I'm a little uncomfortable with a young lady such as yourself going through my closet. Really? What are we going to find? You have some socks you don't want us to find? How about we call it a day here? I do have some matters to attend to. You nod meekly, embarrassed that he caught you at such a bad time, and you were swiftly escorted out of his home. Empty-handed. Yep. That makes sense. Alright. This time, we're not going to snoopity-doop. We're gonna wait patiently. Wait. This time we're gonna wait for him. Come back. You decide to play it safe and wait a while reviewing old notes. You pull out your notebook and pen from inside your pocket and flip through the pages. Ah, there he was. Why do you have a picture of this guy? I hope you found that out of a news article, a newspaper, and you cut it out. Otherwise, it's kind of creepy. Can't find much on him. Why are you suspecting this guy? I mean, I know he lives in a creepy shack. You know, a great twist to this is if he actually did kill a rabbit, and he's not actually a murderer or a kidnapper or whatever. He's just an innocent guy who just works at the train station. I hope that's the case. Ah, there he was. Crow. You can't find much information on him. You weren't even able to find his last name. Which is odd, because if he works at the train station, surely you could look up his last name. Maybe not any other info, but surely his last name you'd be able to find easily on the internet, assuming this is during the internet period of time. He has virtually no social media presence, nor any close friends who do. See, social media, so this is in the period of technology, which means if he has a job at the train station, you should be able to look up his first and last name, because you can look up, who works on train, blah, 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 or you can go to his place of work, although his place of work probably won't show you. I guess it depends. I just know most jobs you can look up people's names, but I don't actually know about trains. He seems to be the easygoing type, but keeps to himself most of the time. You rub at your eyes in frustration. You know what a great twist would be is if we kidnapped our friend and blamed it on this guy because either we hate him or love him. I know it sounds counterproductive, but either we love you so much we want you to be part of this crime, or we hate you so much we want you to be part of this crime. Almost like Married in Red. You'd spend the last week tailing him in secret, but that was the extent of what you found. He lived such a painfully normal and boring life that you almost felt bad for the guy. But despite of all of that, your instincts were telling you that he was dangerous. And that's why you are here now. Your train of thought is broken as you hear the sound of running water go off in the kitchen. Check out the house or stay in your seat. This time we're not going to be schnoobity-doobie, because that led to a boring ending. So we're going to stay in our seat this time. Unable to muster up the courage to leave your seat, you stay put in your spot, fingers nervously tapping the edge of the table. The whistling from the kettle goes off in the kitchen, and you can hear the clatter of cups and utensils as Crow preps the tea. After a few more minutes, he returns with a silver tray in his hands. He gently sets down the piping hot cups in front of you. Sugar? I'll pass. You sit down. He sits down across from you. He doesn't touch his tea. Oh, it's poisoned! Don't drink it! So what did you come to me for? So what did you come to me for? Ask him out? So we do love him! I told you, we either hate him or we love him. So let's ask him out, because obviously we love him. Are you sure? Yes, obvious. Look, this is actually strategic. We're gonna ask him out. He's gonna tell us about the murder and be like, whoa, look at this murder. I love you so much. Let's murder again together. And then we'll have all of our evidence, and then we'll ditch the guy. Are you serious? Yes. Buckets of sweat are dripping from your face. Crow seems a little uncomfortable at your sudden weird behavior. I came today to, ask. Crow raises his eyebrows. Ask you on a date? There's a long silence between you two. Oh, he did not like that. This man is either gay or asexual, but either way, he did not like that. I mean, fair response. We don't know each other. That's a fair response. Yes, sir. Not a dating sim. What? Not a dating sim? That's the only kind of games I play. He's definitely asexual or gay. Guys, he's asexual or gay. That's the only explanation. How could you resist someone like me? In this game, we're a girl because we're wearing a dress. Well, actually, I don't know. We're wearing a dress, so I'm assuming we're a girl. So, he's either gay or asexual. Okay, we're gonna wait again. And then this time, instead of asking him out on a flippin' date, we're gonna question him. Oh wait, shoot! I clicked the wrong one. And now, stay in your seat. Okay. And now we're gonna question him, instead of asking him out. You try to keep your facade as a detective, asking him questions about his relationships, his personal life, his social and alibi? It's an alibi. Alibi. His personal life, his schedule, and alibi. I accidentally skipped some text there. This back and forth goes on for half an hour before you decide to finally cut your losses and leave. You raise from your seat, tucking away your notebook and pen back into your pocket. Will that be all, Detective Quinn? You sigh and give him a small nod, making your way towards the front door. Crow trails behind you, seeing you out. There's a feeling of defeat from not having gotten anything worthwhile out on this whole encounter, but you thank him for his time anyways. Glad to have been of help, Detective. You give a half-hearted nod as you walk across his front lawn. If you ever need more assistance with that investigation of yours, do feel free to come by for tea again sometime. Penulia Loris. He knows who we are. He knows we're not a detective. You stumble mid-step. You never told him your real name. You turn back to face him, but he's already gone. Playing detective. That little sneaking turd! Alright. There's only one ending left, and only one more route to take. It's time to either find our friend or get murdered in the process. Let's go! Alright. Check out the house. Now that it sounded like he was preoccupied with whatever was going on in the kitchen, you decide to take your time to explore the rest of the house. You quickly leave your seat, scurrying over to the dark hallway. The lights are all off, so you had quite a bit of trouble navigating from room to room. One by one down the hall, you peek into each room. A restroom, a storage room, a bedroom, and finally a closet. Back to the closet, guys, with all the other gays. You sigh, rubbing tiredly at your eyes. It was difficult to see anything in this condition. As you are about to leave the closet, you slip briefly on the rug. Shoot. You quickly move to readjust the display floor covering, but notice something peculiar as you do. A trapdoor hidden underneath. You feel your heartbeat quicken. Cautiously, you lift up the heavy door and peer inside. Complete darkness. You take a step down. Three. And then another. Until you reach the end. But now your eyes have adjusted to the dim setting. There's a strange smell down here. You cover your mouth to mask the odor, but it permeates throughout the air regardless. And then you see it. A wall strewn with pictures of them. So it was love, but it wasn't us they loved, it was them. They loved... Oh, goodness. So it is a kidnapper, but they love him. Your missing friend. Oh my gosh, I knew this was a dating sim. I'm just not the main character. Red ink is scribbled all over every photograph, proclaiming... Sorry, one second, let me finish this sentence. Proclaiming of love towards them, and threats of violence towards anyone else who dares interfere. Okay, the reason I was laughing... For some reason, this scene reminded me of My Street, where Afmao finds Kwai-chan's weird shipping whatever of Afmao and Aaron in the basement. That shouldn't remind me of this, but it's literally the same scenario, except no kidnapping. I don't know if anyone will understand that, but I don't care. It's literally a direct parallel. You back up a little at the sight. Now, is this your friend or is this a murderer? Probably not murderer. Kidnapper, jeez. Same thing, stalker. Freak. Gross. That wasn't you. It came from behind. Ah, now you've done it. I was going to let you go, you know. Detective Quinn. Or should I say, Petit Dalton Floors. I thought that humoring you in your little game of detective might satisfy that troublesome, thick sense of yours. But I can't believe you managed to sniff this place out. Wait a minute, maybe he wasn't gay. A shame, really. A shame. Out of all the inconveniences in my way, we're still tolerable to some extent. He pulls out a needle. There's a murky substance inside. I do hope you don't take this personally. I was going to let you go. Really. Promise. But the circumstances have changed, and well, I can't have you getting in the way of my love. Missing person? Missing. Have you seen this girl? Oh! We were missing! She was missing! We were both missing! So we never found our friend then? I'm assuming he kidnapped her, but then did he just, like, lock her up? Did he murder her? What? I'm curious now what actually happened to us. There has to be a theory about this, right? Maybe? 1 second. Alright, that's better. So, we never found out what actually happened to the girl. I mean, obviously there's a stalker, so assuming this is like some sort of dark, stalking, killing situation. What is it? Killing, stalking. That's a killing, stalking situation, but I thought maybe we'd at least meet the friend, be like, hey, are you okay? Oh no, we were caught. But no, we never even seen the friend. He might have murdered her, chopped her up, and ate her, and was like, we will be together forever now. Like, I know it's psychotic, but we never actually found out what happened to her, and now we're missing. And then, I love these kind of games. I love them. It makes you think about the ending. It does. I mean, you could also chalk it up to being a silly cop-out so that the author doesn't actually have to make a proper ending. But to me, I love these endings because it's like, what happened? Anyways, guys, if you enjoyed this game, remember to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys later. Have a good one, everybody.